What is up, guys, and welcome to the first episode of Darting Around the World. Had to see, I got this little green screen set up, but I promise you I'm gonna have a better setup. But just wanted to do this introduction video and let you guys know who I am and what's gonna be the topics of discussion and different things about this podcast. And I know having a podcast is most times it's best when you have people to talk to. So I don't want this. I have podcasts where it's just me talking, on different subject matters and topics and stuff like that. But I want this one definitely to be something where I can, have discussions with different people around the world and just talk and learn a little bit more of different countries outside of the USA. And a little bit about me, as y'all know, Dartannon Wilson, YouTube channel, Dar the Traveler, born and raised here in Texas. Husband, got kids, husband, father, different things like that. I'm an author, written 3 books. Do a lot of things when it comes to community work. I have basketball programs and different things. And this was just something that I definitely wanted to get into because I knew I always wanted to travel. Knew I always wanted to travel, and I thought, now would be the perfect time to learn, so I can get to experience that. It always this was something that definitely always wanted to do, just because when I played basketball, I wanted to, after college, I wanted to end up going pro overseas, or really after high school, I wanted to go pro overseas and different things like that. But that didn't happen for me. Things happen, but I'm glad that life turned around to what it is right now. And like I mentioned, I have a YouTube channel called Art of Traveler, have a YouTube channel called The Wilson Family, and me and my guy Dream Team Neil have a YouTube channel called Dream Team Gang 2D, where we do a bunch of videos, music, learning about different countries around the world. And I know a lot of people. I did a video before. A lot of people asked me, why, what changed my mind about America. Just learning a lot of things outside of America, and a lot have been on my mind. A lot have changed and how I see things and the perspective of things. Simply because, like I mentioned in many of my videos, that we're told a certain thing, but we're not told everything. And that can be a big issue right there within itself, because not having all the information, you just believe only what you know. You just believe only what you know, and I knew I wanted to learn about different countries. I knew I wanted to learn and explore different countries. Like I mentioned, want to travel, and I know it's a lot of information that I seen a lot of videos and seen. I do have some of my top countries that I do want to visit. Eventually, may have a chance to visit all, but I do have my top countries that I do want to visit outside the U.S. And just learning so much of how everything, the structure of everything, transportation wise, and everything like that, really sparked me. And me just learning more really just opened my mind to a lot of information and opened my mind to want to actually make it happen. As I told y'all, I did do the process to get my passport, and I probably got like maybe 6 to 8 weeks now. I'm still waiting on that, but that was something that I knew if I really wanted to make this happen, like I said I did, I had to take those steps. Of course, action. You gotta not just talk about it, you gotta be about it. And I had to be about it and make that action. Take those steps to make it happen by getting that passport. But me wanting, why did I decide to learn about different countries outside of travel, outside of wanting to visit those different things like that? I feel like it's just important to learn as much as you can while you can, because most times, like, we can be so closed minded to thinking one thing, and you can live a whole life of lies. And I don't think people understand that. Like, you can live a whole life not knowing the real truth, not knowing what life really can be for you. Like, I even started I have a mentoring program and stuff, and one of my main goals was to help kids get out of the four corners of the city, the town that they're in, because sometimes we can be, prison to just where we are, where we come from. We feel like this is life, this is what it has to be. was like this for my parents, it was like this for my grandparents. That's it. That's what life has to be. But really and truly, it don't have to be that way. And there's so many things to life that yet you got to discover. And I know you need money to travel and stuff, but I feel like life brings about a lot of opportunities to help you do that. And one the opportunity, like I already know it's cheaper to travel during the weekday and stuff like that. And I'm also able to be I'm blessed to be able to, do YouTube full time. And me doing this full time gives me that opportunity to travel and do certain things that I would not have gotten to do, working for somebody. So, like I said, I know this was just a brief introduction. I feel most people that's gonna listen to this podcast or watch this podcast on YouTube, y'all probably already hear me say a lot already. But getting to know me, different things that I like, I feel like y'all we definitely gonna get into more of that with the conversation I have with different people. So even if you know somebody that you feel like can really give add value to this podcast that I should interview, speak with, that can really help me learn more about the country they're in, whether if you're born and raised in a certain country or if you're American living abroad in a certain country, that you can help, inform me on different things because I feel like information necessary, knowledge is power, just knowing. I always say it sounded crazy when DJ Khaled said knowing is better than learning because Eddie, there's a saying, you know better, you do better type thing. But there are certain things that we learn, but there are certain things, even though we learn it, there's still a lot that we don't know. And there's so much to life that we need to know. Like it's a lot of good and bad that go on around the world. And I can't live my life. You can't live your life in fear and life there's the unexpected happens all the time, and sometimes we live our life in fear, not knowing what to expect because of the unexpected. But if you live your life in fear, there's so much more that you're going to miss out in life. And I said I don't want that to be me. I didn't want that to be me. I don't want to miss out on seeing a lot of the world just because I fear what can happen if I do that, what can happen, so just knowing and trusting, I do live by my faith, I trust God, that's by my faith, not because somebody told me to do it, but because I sought it out for myself. And that's something that is major to me because I wouldn't be here without it. So like I said, if y'all know somebody that can add value to me, to other people that listen to this podcast, hey, let me know. There's a sheet Google form in the description below on this video, and it's gonna be on the podcast. And you can listen to it anywhere. I think believe Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. I don't know if Google got something like that, Spotify, all those things. So there's plenty of places that you can listen to this podcast. And I'm very interested in learning. So like I said, if you have any questions for me, don't hesitate. My email, you can email me, darthetraveler@gmail.com, anything like that. But definitely just interested in learning different processes on what it takes. Because I actually just bought a bunch of travel books too to look at places that I could possibly stay, especially in Europe. Europe definitely going to be the first. Maybe Cancun. Me and my wife, we need a vacation. I ain't gonna lie, we do need a vacation. And we might hit up to Cancun. I ain't gonna lie on that part. Cancun might be first because my birthday coming up. But still, anybody that can benefit from this as much as I can, that's what I'm interested in interview. Because I know it's gonna be some people that might just be filling out this form and stuff. Make sure don't just send it to anybody or anybody. Just don't fill out this form. This form is strictly for those like you really can add value with the questions I'm gonna have. There are different trivias, just to conversate, somebody that can conversate with me, 30, 45 minutes, nothing major. But yeah, wanted to give out this first episode, maybe as an intro episode to let y'all know like the podcast is up live and ready. So, hey, whatever questions you have, send them my way. Any video recommendations, send them my way. I know I need to try more candy from different countries, so I'm looking into that. Still, it's hard to find it. It's hard to find somebody to ship it out, because I know it's expensive. If some of my subscribers try to ship it out, it can be expensive. I see that. I know that. But I know that's something I am looking because I can purchase it myself. So y'all won't have to spend all that money doing it. So, but yeah, this is the first episode. I appreciate you guys. Make sure y'all leave the podcast a review as we get rolling, as we get to rolling. I know that's just the first episode, but Your support definitely gonna be necessary. I appreciate you guys for all the support that y'all show me on YouTube. Y'all make sure y'all follow me on Instagram, Twitter, as y'all see below me right now. If you new, subscribe to the channel, subscribe to the podcast so y'all can stay up to date. And hey, send me topics. I know it's some more stuff that y'all want to hear, and maybe I can put it in the podcast to elaborate a little bit more. But that's all I have for this video. That's all I have for this podcast. Hey, y'all know the saying. Y'all be blessed, be the best, and be you. I'm out.